Okay, here we go. Welcome to a replay that I'm going to try and go through. Not very good at doing the replays. Highlights. This was the Xbox Pro League race in round 2 of the V6 Meganes. Obviously last week was round 1 at Knock Hill. This week we're at, as you can see, the RedBull ring. This is the race. She didn't get qualifying. No, this says this is the race. I qualified second. Very close at the top. I think the top 5 were covered within 3 attempts. Second, I was in second by less than a tenth, less than half a tenth actually. I thought I'd nipped pole, but not. So this is the start. Here I am in the black overclockers livery V6. Good getaway, to be honest. Got away clean. Beside first place. Slowed down a bit. I did give him room, but I think he was conscious that I was there, so it worked to my advantage. And that's me into the lead. Everyone else jockeying for positions at the back. So coming into this, I'd not done much practice. I think I'd done a few laps. V6s are nice to drive to a point. Still get very twitchy, especially with this circuit with the hills, the negative camber corners. Makes the car very twitchy, as you can see, and especially the curbs. Doesn't like the curbs one bit. So not sure if you could say you could get an easy race out the car. You've always got to have your wits about you, I think would be safe to say. So that's me starting to pull a gap, 1.3 seconds in the lead. I did think it would be a closer race. Well, it is and it isn't. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to spoil the fun. But by this stage I thought I'm in the lead, pulling a gap. First lap 1:39.2, 1:40.8. So I'm starting to pull a lead, starting to feel a little bit comfortable. Obviously, like I said, you can't be too comfortable in these cars, but yeah, I'm pulling a gap. Obviously, 2 teammates behind. So yeah, let's go back to them. Actually, let's see what happens. I'm sure third place does take second place, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's got the run on him. I think these two are going to be my 2 main championship rivals. They are quite quick. They are quick. They are on the pace. Consistency, I don't know, from Knock Hill last week, to me it looked like one of them especially is not consistent. Quick in qualifying but not consistent in the race, so which helps me because that's one of my strong points now. Putting in consistent laps, pulling a lead, being comfortable. 1.8 seconds in the lead now, 1.9. Have a look at the back, see if anything else is going on. Very difficult when driving, not really in the race conditions, not really scanning the board, seeing where everyone is and what's going on. Obviously you're concentrating on your own race. As I said, you're in the lead trying to pull a gap. If you're not in the lead, you're trying to chase the next man down. So as far as I'm aware, oh hang on, going on, do I miss it? Yeah. Change of places from 7th to 6th there. So back up to the teammates. Again, as you can see, I've pulled a lead, 2.5. 33.0, which is actually quite funny because I think my qualifying lap was a 33.2, 33.3. Within 2 laps I'd already beaten that in the race, so I think again, note to self, do a bit more practice before the race. So this all helps me in the front, these two battling, keeping each other on their toes, always conscious of each other. Means I can get away. 2.4 in the lead now. Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I knew I had the pace. I knew I had the pace in the car. I knew I could go quicker than, well, it shows what I did in qualifying. I'm sure that well, I'd say there was a 32 in that car easily. Going 2.5 seconds in the lead. These two again very close. 33.8 and a 33.6 within 2 tenths of each other, as it's showing on the track. This corner here did not like at all. There's a few corners. First corner, second corner, the majority of all corners. No, it's just very, I think because of the nature of the corner, uphill, slowing down, turning in. I took it in first gear and it's still twitchy all race. 2.2 in front. Starting to lose a little bit here. I was a bit worried, to be fair. I don't know if second place was quicker in certain sectors than what I was, or whether it's just Project Cars 2 timing is bouncing around slightly, but to me it felt like he was starting to reel me in. Now whether I felt the pressure, I don't think I did. I didn't take my eye off the ball as such. See what the lap times were. Again, wouldn't have seen what lap times they were doing in the race. Obviously if we could, it would be, yeah, make things more interesting. I think a 33.2, 33.6, so I am still quicker. Still quicker. His teammates now starting to drop off the pace slightly. This corner here, don't like that corner, as you can see. I was told to apply the throttle a lot looser, or a lot less than what I did, which I did try, to be fair, but it still wanted to go. It still just wanted to, yeah, back end just wanted to step round on me. So now 2.7 in the lead. Car felt good. Car felt, yeah, controllable. Don't know why I've got my window wiper going. To be honest, I didn't even notice it was going, unless it's a glitch with the game. So I didn't see my window wiper going when I was inside. Let's have a look. Go inside view on this actually. Let's have a look. Where's my window wiper going? How bizarre. That definitely wasn't going in the race. But then again, I've noticed other replays where it shows you've got a cracked windscreen, which you haven't. Okay, so this was an interesting lap. This was when things, as you can see, wasn't comfortable at all, and I lost it. As I said, first corner, very strange corner. Again, first and second corner, so I've lost the lead. Plain and simple, my fault. I don't think I was pushing, possibly, and with that I did have then slight damage to the front. I think it was only 6% damage. Isn't a massive amount, but the aero on these, it does play a part. So in fourth, getting to third, but straight away I'm then not on the pace because of this slight damage. Believe it or not, I was probably a lap slower, which I tried. I mean, as you'll see with a few laps, I try to catch up to second. I think I start clawing him back, but I could see that, yeah, a second and over a second a lap slower than what I should be doing because of the damage. But it'd be interesting to see now what the lap times are between second and myself, because again, as I said, you can't in the race you can't see. You can see your own lap times, you can't see anyone else's around you. So we'll see whether, obviously, yeah, if my theory about him not being consistent is correct. And we'll also see what lap times. So first place is doing 33.7. Obviously this lap time isn't going to be very special because of the spin. 35 or 44, sorry, not a 35, 144.3. 11 seconds slower. And that window wiper's now starting to bug me. Let me put it on a different view. Go track side. That was it. Really, not well. I was kicking myself. It was my fault. Comfortable in the lead, pulling the lead, and I drop it on the first turn. Not completely distraught. I think because I come into the race, I've not done much practice. So, and the thing is, at that stage I was leading the championship after the first race, first at Knock Hill. So I know I'd still be in there or thereabouts. I think I still could possibly be in the lead. It all depends who comes second and third at the last race. And there's still 4 tracks to go after this, possibly 3 or 4 tracks. So it's still in with a chance. But yes, obviously not good. So I think by this stage we can see what times I'm going to be doing. So 34.0. So yeah, still quicker than second place by 6/10. I did notice that the time was slowly, and I mean slowly, coming down. But we're starting to run out of time as well. We've got probably just over 10 minutes of the race left. So I knew there was no chance of catching first. And I think second place, I didn't think the second place would catch first either. So my goal was solely on catching second place. That was the aim. Obviously with the times slowly coming down, I did get the bit between my teeth, and I not started to push because I couldn't. You can only push the car so much. You don't want to be on a ragged edge. The track starts to get dark. Race was on 20 times 25 time progression. So started off daylight, finishes in the evening. Obviously with the track temperatures getting to cooler as well, it made the car less stable, let's just put it that way. First had a bit of a scruffy lap as well, 34.9. So maybe the consistency isn't there, as I said, with first and second, the teammates. Let's have a look at the times now. I think I had a scruffy lap that lap. So 34.6 as well, 34.3. So again, quicker, and I've got damage. So I think it bodes well for the next few races. Even if I don't maybe put it on pole, or I'm not the fastest, even by a tenth or two. At least I know my pace is going to be there and the consistency is going to be there. I think that's my strong suit, the consistency. My least favourite corner of the track. So I think by now, I've 9 laps, I've settled in. I've resigned to the fact of possibly third. Second would be nice, definitely, but so I'm not too sure whether maybe first and second have eased off, but they wouldn't know what pace I'm doing. So he's got a 3.2 second lead. His last lap was slightly quicker. I expect him to be in the 33s though. Qualified in the 33s. Very shocked he's in the 34s. Scruffy there. Find a corner to the start finish straight again. Let's see what times they're doing. 34.2, not the quickest. Shocked. 34.3 and a 34.4 for me, so within 2/10 of each other. Oh, first place is gone. Same corner as me. That was very close. Gifted second. I wonder if he's got damage as well. He definitely would have damage. He clouted that wall a lot harder than what I did. Hell of a lot harder. The front end of the car's all crumpled yet. Very flat front end. Oh, he's all over the place as well. So yeah, that gifted me second. Second that I shouldn't have got. Definitely. Shocked. But yeah, same corner as me. I think I come round that corner. Oh! And the new first place is gone as well. Am I going to be gifted first place back? I did actually have a laugh with the guys in the lobby, and I did say, is it the curse of first place? So that means everyone who's inherited first place has lost the car. But yeah, I was all over him. But there's a chance here I could sniff the victory, even though it shouldn't have been my victory. I'd thrown it away, but the other two drivers couldn't capitalise either, and it looks like they're going to throw it away. I got a blinding run out of the last corner into the slipstream. Made sure I just positioned it, just so he knew I was there, and that was it. First place, back to first place. A little bit tense. Thought he might try and lunge one down the inside of me, but he didn't, which was good. I did actually take it a lot easier there just to get the traction away. Did not want to have any mess ups, giving the better run all the way down this straight. But yeah, into first. Shocked, very shocked. But again, now it'll be interesting to see what lap times, because I'm sure both of them have got damage. Both of them would have had damage. I think the second place less so than third. Third place. Third place definitely got more damage, definitely. But we'll see. See on the lap times. So I'm starting to build another lead. Well, still within a second, but it could possibly be that I got away lightly. I span. I had damage, but it wasn't substantial. And then the two guys who actually inherited the lead off each other span as well. I definitely think that third place has got, yeah, a lot of damage. See, almost a second quicker. He's still staying with me. Oh, yeah, second now. Yeah, third place, so 142.5. So he must have substantial damage. So second quicker than first place. Oh, second place, sorry. So yeah, start to pull the gap again. Obviously still being aware that I'd already gifted the lead once. I didn't want to gift the lead for a second time. And as I said before, the track, dark, night conditions, the track, it definitely made the car a lot more twitchy. So it was a bit more of a struggle to get the car around, but with only 3-ish minutes of the race, about two, possibly maybe 2 laps. So yeah, 2 laps after this, I think it was, if I remember correctly. So he's still staying with me though, just over a second. Again, it's interested to see what this lap time will be. But yeah, I did have the bit between my teeth this time, and there was no way I was throwing it away for a second time. In the lead, lose it, and gifted the lead back. .34.9, 34.5, so within 4 attempts, so he mustn't have that much damage, if any. Yeah, third place definitely got damage. 37. So 3 seconds slower. So he must have clouted the wall. Yeah, substantial hit on the barrier. Whereas I think well, I can say now got away with it lightly because obviously, yeah, the outcome of the race. But I did get away with it lightly. Only about 6% damage on the front. Yes, it still made me a second slower, the aerodynamics from the front, but yeah, I think if I'd had the smash that third place had, then oof, I'd have been considering going into the pits for a repair quite early, because I would have been hemorrhaging time. Time left 2 minutes 1:59 on the clock. Definitely enough for one more lap. So yeah, now, so again, I don't know if second place had a moment, pulled 4 seconds, or he's just resigned to the fact that he's second place. Resigned for the fact, or beating himself up because he was in first and he had the opportunity. 35.1, not the best lap from me. 40.7, so yeah. I think now last lap I was taking it easy. I could see the gap and I was, yeah, no mistakes, no mistakes. That's all I was going through my head. I've been gifted the lead back. This will be a second win in a row. Maximum points, 2 races, job done. As you can see, second place dropping back, as you can see. Or is it the end? No. I thought that was the end of the race then, because I took it that slow. Or is it the end? No, it must be the end of the race. I'm going way too slow. Here's the end of the race. All these replays are shocking. It doesn't even show the end timer or when the race is actually finished. Oh, come on, Project Cars, sort it out. But that was it. That was the race.